Hi, happy Monday. A really lovely article for once to start the week on from the Telegraph, saying that the mass majority of ethnic minorities want their kids to be brought up to be proud of British history, which is fantastic and something that I've talked about a lot. You know, we have a lot of kind of fractions at the minute, and quite often divided societies. And as I said often in the past, the way to bring all those people together is to instill, first and foremost, a feeling of patriotism and pride in Britain. So, as I've said before, have any kind of beliefs and religions or way of life, etc., that you want to do in your own home, but in general, in schools and everywhere else, to have Britain first in terms of this is British culture, these are our laws. And in schools, this is where a lot of this comes down to, is the kind of environment many kids have been brought up in over the last couple of decades, with quite a socialist view of Britain bad and patriotism bad and this, that and the other. That's only made division worse and fractions worse and angers and frustrations. So we really need to turn education around into a place that instills strong British pride and make patriotism great again. Because by doing that, you will have strong societies, strong, resilient, capable kids that love their country and will put their country first and feel like a cohesive group, no matter what your background. And Talk Radio were doing quite a large piece on this today, which is fantastic, with Ian Collins. And I wrote in just saying, where do you start? Because he was asking, what makes you proud of British history? And whether it's the Magna Carta or Industrial Revolution, law and democracy, healthcare, which, you know, the NHS was a world first, was pioneering, was amazing. Not so much today, but it was. And education was world class, and that's why you also got a lot of people coming to this country for its education, often the private education, because it was so revered across the world, and British degrees would have such standing across the globe. I personally would talk even about British comedy and sitcoms like Monty Python, Blackadder, Open All Hours, even Downton Abbey. Just brilliant writing. And you know, I'm a sporty person, love sports, and pretty much every sport, when you look into it, was created on this little island. So whether that's, I've had to write it down because there's so many. Football, cricket, rugby, golf, basketball, hockey, rounders, badminton, tennis, snooker, darts, the list goes on. And then when you look to writers who've written the most amazing novels that have been shared again across the world, you've got Shakespeare, Tolkien's, Dickens, Roald Dahl, Agatha Christie, C.S. Lewis, Wordsworth, Lewis Carroll, Ian Fleming, J.K. Rowling, etc., etc., etc. You've got scientists like Alan Turing, Stephen Hawking, Isaac Newton, Darwin, Richard Dawkins, Tim Berners-Lee. The list is endless. And when you think about it, you know, the fact that this little tiny mound of earth, this little island, and the richness that has come from this one small place. And I may be biased, but I truly do believe Britain has brought more to the world than any other nation. And perhaps that's why I think there is quite a lot of jealousy and bitterness towards this little place. Could be totally making that up. But again, for too long, there's been too much negativity about the UK. When in fact, we have so much to be proud of. And if we focus on that, we'll be a richer nation even more by all coming together and just standing proud. And we need to make it great again to say Rule Britannia and wave our flags, because we truly do have so much to be proud about.